Hello, this is Nordic by Nature, and I'm your host, Iida. And I'm here today with Sarah. Pleasure to meet you and welcome on board. Could you please start by introducing yourself and tell us what you do?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Sarah. I am working as the commercial director or the CCO for Enable Banking, having the fine responsibility of improving the final line of the company and making it look better. Easier said than done. In the previous lives, I've been working in banking for a long time with corporate banking, and the last few years I've been building open banking, having now a bit more than 8 years of experience with the open banking scene.
Interesting. And Enable Banking has been growing rapidly during the recent years. So what are you doing differently in the open banking space?
I think there are a few things that are making Enable Banking stick out. It's both the company culture, the internationality of the company itself. Yes, it's located in Finland, but we're more than 10 different nationalities in the company, and the company language is English from the beginning. If you look to the product more precisely, we're standing out because we're not keeping or storing and sharing or selling the data. We're the kind of, you could say, a FedEx, moving the personal financial data from the bank into the application of the customer's choice. The second thing is that we're not competing with our customers, but we are enabling them, helping our customers and our partners as we see them to grow. And by that we grow together when we find the good win-win-wins.
Sounds great. And taking a broader view, what are, on your opinion, what are the Nordic fintech companies doing differently to stand out from the crowd in European perspective or even worldwide?
Well, Nordic fintechs are very digitalized from the beginning, and they're used to a very digitalized society. We have the main enablers, I would say, in the society already, so there's no need to start from scratch. You can pick and choose and use the bank ID, you can use instant payments, all these different pieces, puzzle pieces, you could say, already existing. So it's in the Nordics more about taking advantage of the already existing digital assets and then bringing them into a bucket or laying out the puzzle as you want it, and then to bring it out in a digital manner.
I totally agree. On the flip side, what are the challenges you're seeing in the Nordic fintech scene at the moment?
There's definitely a big difference in I wouldn't say mood, but if you relate it to the funding scene, there are a lot of companies struggling right now. There is a big shift of focus from growth to profitability. I'm super happy to say that we would be able to get positive in cash flow positive by the beginning of next year. So in that sense, we're very fortunate. But that's a big difference that I see in the market. The other big thing that I see is the pace slowing down a bit, and everyone wants to make sure they make good decisions instead of just making a decision.
Makes sense. Thank you. One final question. We are here today at Nordic Fintech Week with the brightest and smartest in the fintech scene. What are you thinking of being the game changers, the innovators, going into 2024? What are you watching at the moment?
During this year, I've definitely been watching the PSD3 and the FIDA, the followers to PSD2 and open banking. I've been watching the second wave of fintechs, I would call them, the companies who are solely operating on the APIs instead of operating on screen scraping or reverse engineering and APIs. And I think the final part that I'm seeing that is also really exciting from the open banking perspective is that the corporate services are now picking up. It's no longer only about consumer service, but also about a lot of corporate services.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for an interesting discussion. It was great having you here. Thanks.
Thank you.